So let's see, who do we want here? Parvati or Sam today?
Oh!
Hello, Goobs. Do you like Ellie still, though? Let's take Felix out, put Parvati in for now. What are you up to today, Goobs? Something's fishy. Reach Stellar Bay. Lovely. So this would be like a moon of Jupiter, essentially. You like the robot? He's pretty good. He does seem pretty good. If I end up at a place where I'm going against like mechanicals, I'll probably bring him, because he seems to do extra damage against mechanicals. So, but I want to see what we're dealing with here. Hello, Grim.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
I'm not scared easily. Takes more than a few gunships to scare me.
More folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing.
Oh, he's so excited.
On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Well, there's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Stellar Bay really that
We
isolated?
don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in
Hi,
Fallbrook.
David.
And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Not Riz's Purple Berry Crunch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Mostly. Saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on
Arcade
that
Bear.
subject.
You got some
Kinda
Pinkberry
goes
Wicked
over
cereal?
my head,
Ooh.
though.
Love that. I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Oh, a favor? That depends. What is it? Getting Edgar's snack. He's ready.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment.
Here.
Signed by the Black Hole himself.
The Black Hole? That was my nickname
Only
in
I
high
haven't
school.
heard
I mean,
anything
what?
in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see
Come
if
here.
it's come in?
Hi. Oh, baby face. Hi, love bug. Yeah. There's one snacky. Yeah, because people would get lost in there all the time. Here you go. He's a big baby. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Okay. Thank you, David, for the snacky. He wants to go back to bed. This poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Who's the black hole?
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Yeah, totally that. Why is he called the black hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every
He
ball
sucks
that
up
comes
every
his way.
ball who comes his way? Okay. Relatable. Maybe word that
Well,
differently.
Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the Tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to
Not the
score.
Tallywhacker.
Before that, he was the Slick Stick.
And the
His
Slick
shots were
Stick?
always so smooth.
You're making this up.
I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the Hack Boss, but no one thought that was very catchy.
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next
The
to the
Slick
bar.
Stick.
She's always
The
there, so you
Tallywhacker.
can't miss her.
Now the black hole. Alright. Who are you? Resident. You watching me? West Side Guard. Of course, there's some stuff to tempt me with Bennett.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
Oh, brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
What are you talking about?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture.
Uh-huh.
I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
You miss the good old days.
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of
Good old
better things to do.
consumption and culture.
Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
I'll leave you be.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Okay.
Every time.
The Yacht
Punch
Club?
Club heals, a
We'll
worker
probably go in there
earns a
next.
meal.
Yeah, let's go in there next. There's a lot more stuff to do, so let's just go in here and chat first. McGuire, hi. Nyoka. I like your hair.
Bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Excuse me.
Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby wrapped stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are
From
you?
around here. Nope. Who are you?
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
McGuire's got your number, lady.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it though, on account of being the best.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Out here, you ain't a little buzz liable to notice the stench
Hi,
of life.
toyful pup.
The grit in the air. The dust in every drink and the blood on every boot.
How's your day going? I'm Frog.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot
What
of
are you up
that
to
around
today?
here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
I'm told you could get me to an information broker.
Well.
All right, we've been working you.
Let's get down
Tends
to
to do
brass
that.
nuts then, shall we? Brass. Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats. Let's talk business.
Yeah, let's talk business.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding. Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine something?
Steroid or
Pills.
caffeine something pills?
Very good.
Of course.
I'm cut off for the money, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Get medicine from the MSI dispensary. Got it. Hi, McGuire, what's your problem?
Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Passion pills, okay. Thanks.
Enjoy.
Zero's
You
you.
plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories. You might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Let's see what you have to trade. Okay, let's see, sell. I don't have any junk to sell really right now. Yes, there are some new emotes here.
Something else I can do for you?
They just arrived. How do you know Nyoka?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks.
What's this place called? The Yacht
But it
Club.
had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay?
But a man can dream. Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
What happened to Amber Heights?
A bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Alright. Sounds good. Examine. I actually don't need more mag picks at this point. I have so many. If I just close that really quick. Don't mind me. Okay. Lovely. Alright, let's go around and explore the town a little bit. So, for... yeah, she needs her thing. Alright. Dispensary over there. Let's see what's this side, I guess? Stellar Bay. I'm guessing that's going to be outside.
Musk and Canid eyes, right here. Hello,
Who are you?
stranger.
Sebastian
Can I interest
Adams?
you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some Canid toenails?
Absolutely.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Mostly fresh. I don't want any of that.
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Right, you know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater.
Hmm.
He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
Have you seen a manta queen?
Sure. They're real big. Hard to miss them.
Where have you seen a manta queen?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what. I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Sure.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave
Nice.
town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins.
Okay.
Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
Got Mr. Pickett.
Yeah. You find him yet?
No, let's talk about something else.
Like what?
See what you have.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Good old sissy pig tumors.
Sir, please, I need your help. I can pay.
Okay, Agnes, hang on one sec. Steel flamethrower, okay. Alright, Agnes, what's your
Thank you
problem?
for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little
Hi,
boy
Dakota,
is at
how are
risk
you?
of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Oh, joy.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful.
Yeah, your son's being dissolved, not melted. Take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this.
That's the gayest thing with him.
Can't we help?
When they forget their skincare routine for a few hours. True. I'll help find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Got it. Okay, so that's the south exit. There's a big old building here. What's going on
Could
here?
I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Hi,
Just make
Celia.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
Why is everyone producing
I do
salt
for you
tuna?
today?
Jeez. Graham asked me to check with you about his tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to
Okay,
ask.
Velma.
She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier, I overheard you saying you were having money trouble.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
I got a little bit of a
He's sort
squish
a
on some of
strong,
y'all in chat.
silent
I mean,
type.
what?
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I'm curious, what do you think,
Doesn't talk
Sebastian?
much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
All right, fair
Good
enough.
to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking for.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Hi.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Please don't talk about moistening your loins with statistics.
Often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous of
Celia,
you.
will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
Oh my god.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
I'm just looking for the information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I do one more weird science project passed off as food and this sprat fucked called, I'm gonna stab someone. Hey, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Oh.
Now, I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of the other corporations, why would you want to bring it back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Try to grounding and scraping by.
Freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
What's the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Mm-hmm.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
Ordnance or ordnance. What's the other part of your plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Of course it is, because everything else is. See what I can find.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh,
Oh,
and while
God.
you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Dangerous information.
What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I've got to go. Sanjar's to-do list. OSI puzzle cube, but I want it. Ah, okay. Got it. What are the chances I could swipe that and have nobody notice? I mean, they'll notice, but... Executive. But would they, would I be able to talk my way out of it? What it really boils down to. Working slogans, our profit margins are stellar. 43.28% more nutrient dense than the leading brands. Examine. Examine. Has you some time off when you take a few days. You spend entirely too much time staring at that terminal. Yeah, I mean, I bet he does. Maybe I'll, like, raise my reputation with them a little bit and then, come back and swipe that. Because then at that point, even if they do catch me and I can't talk my way out of it...
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are
Won't go too
sublight
bad.
runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I'd like to trade.
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Got it. Got a lot of weapons. I see. Okay. Resident.
No! Someone's been killed!
Okay.
I think I'm
Hi,
gonna be
what's
sick.
going on? Pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
I'm definitely gonna go in and find what's going on with the dead body, because I could probably loot it. Powder is leaking from the apartment upstairs. Ah. The smell of all the Raptidon parts.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Really? You've seen people exploded with me. Oh, hi, victim. Examine. Betting slip list of increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's okay. So they probably spent some time racking up some betting wagers. Several ragged outfits, all the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. The apartment for clues, huh? Investigate the left field tossball betting.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Hi, Laura.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
You want me to scare you? I'll go.
You again!
Alright, well, I guess there's nothing I can really do with you. Ma'am, you look dead. Two Inferno sites in a row. Took one of them down. Deadeye assault rifle, same as this. Same level too. Okay. Alright, let's go down and check out more of the city. Resident. Stellar Bay, what is going on here? Vending machine discovered. Everett Gill. Oh, there's actual fish in there. That's unusual.
Good day to you.
Okay, you don't give a shit. I did not mean to pull my gun on you, sir.
By the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Why'd you decide to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful. Until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Oops. Sounds like you want more than centimeters.
That's what she said.
There's truly no end to my
Not that that's what she said. Ever thought about leaving?
Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goo.
Fair.
What then?
Got stabbed. That's also
Well,
a possibility.
Thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave. Lucky you.
All right. Sorry about your existence, sir. Ah.
Oh, clever.
Don't mind me, we're just exceptionally good at lockpicking. Vortex mace, excuse me? What in the crap? Basically the same as this one, but not special. So. Like just the generic version of that weapon I already have. Bathroom. Love how so many of the bathrooms just have random ammunition strewn about them, you know? Hang on. Fallbrook is, yeah, somewhere else. Oh, somewhere else entirely. And then... Velma at the warehouse. Okay, that's probably still here. Okay, so that the other entrance was south. This is north. Big old town here. More residents. Okay, there's like a little upstairs here. Don't mean to keep taking my gun out, but... Boy, login. Hack 55. To log in as Williams, huh? Dispensary supply room key, huh? I can just go in though. Speed grip. Caffeinoid.
If Velma's capable of running a warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Okay, got it.
With Brack's missing, she's working doubles.
Frederick Halstead.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like.
I'll talk to both these people.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Sorry, I've got to get back to the warehouse.
All right, we'll talk to you at the warehouse. Hi, who are you? Abigail Edwards.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like
With sweet
those,
cheeks like
I
those.
remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Who's Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper. No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed?
You're in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
I bet you do. Alright, nothing for now. Okay. Alright, we haven't... Let's see here really quick. This place. Nell, huh?
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
Lie. Sure.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
Part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon. We're meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go.
I see.
Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Ah, so who do you owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do. Here to catch a game. What can I do?
She said you're having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions?
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good.
Mm-hmm.
All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, we got some intel on that one thing. Constable, huh? Oh, what is this place? I don't see anybody here. Maybe I can just take a couple little things. Don't you mind me. Uh-huh. Computer terminal, no. No, no computer terminal, just some stuff. Alright. Yeah, let's look around the back side here. Ah. Okay. Resident. Oh, ladder. Where's this take me? Huh. Doesn't seem like anywhere, really. It's just... Oh wait, hang on. This is a unique little spot. I see. A carbine. I've got a couple of those. Definitely have one of those back at the ship. So, we can break that down. Oh, that's not great. Come on. Probably just jump off, but you know. Then it makes that lovely, ooh, you broke your foot sound. Lovely little crunch. Yuck. Alright, let's see what's in here.
Out of sorts too? She's always cranky. No.
Got it. So this must be the Saltuna factory. Ah, okay. Here's the front door, or one of the doors. You're just worker. Break room? Bathroom? Okay. What armor we got? Six armor, 24. Maybe if I like built up the other one. I don't have another flamethrower, so I'm not getting rid of that one. Okay, hang on. I have a spare plasma launcher. I can sell that for bits. I don't need two of those. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look around. Velma, Frederick. Examine. This fish saw could use a good cleaning.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Can I talk to you?
Plenty of work to do.
Alright. I can talk to you.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately.
Understandable.
First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Alright. Well, surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties.
That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
I can talk to Caleb
You
for
mind
you.
slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay. Tell me about your missing coworker.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually.
I can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him
All right.
Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply.
Sounds good.
Something else on your mind?
Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
We met Nell. You still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Sorry, what's something else?
Fine by me.
Said Braxton had been stealing
Stealing's
drugs.
such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free.
Who's the Catherine?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook.
Got it.
Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 Spacer.
I'll see you later. Okay, workbench. Oh. That's a whole thing. Okay. Let's go through the other side really quick. See here, are you... Yeah, you're back out here as well. So let's go upstairs. Or what's this? Oh. Why can I climb this? Got it. Use terminal. Personal files. Still. Mash random keys. Turn to root. Messages. Almost have enough for this. Body attributes. Mind attributes. Not what I wanted.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
That's right, I do. Okay, we got Grimm's tossball poster. Got a tossball card. Oh, we have enough to hack this now. Hack. Heck B. Such a breeding charts. Such a seems to prefer burst beans over plain borstlers. Okay. Nice.
I'd give you a friend.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way.
Hey, you want to try running?
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his...
Why can't you even pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone. Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Fair enough. So I'm just going to notice your shortfalls before long and he'll hold you responsible.
Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back.
Fair enough.
He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over.
Ah.
Could be he's all talk. But if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
Nice, we got a little lead there.
You'd steal from your own people? That's low, man.
That's business. Someone's got to keep the lights on.
I'm gonna meet Caleb
For
halfway.
running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
All right then.
Fine by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here. Ooh. All right, it doesn't look like we can actually go everywhere. Actually, maybe we can around the back. I don't know. We'll see. Stellar Bay Ruins South. Oh, that's a whole thing. Impact Hammer Mark II, huh? There's much better damage. Why don't I give her the... Bloody note, huh? Lilia and passcode Antediluvian. Hi Nick, how are you? What are you up to today? It looks like we can't really go around that way. There is an entire fucking sub area under here. Fuck my life. Alright. Well, we've got 8 million side quests now. Let's start clearing some of them.
Smells like rat in here. Oh, it does work.
See, have we been in here yet? Who are you? Resident. Okay, you're not interesting. Alright. Hi, we have your thing back.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Have you ever had to put all your lights back together? Oh god. Good luck with that.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Alright, well we got some XP out of that, which is all I really care about.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colleges.
Pro tossball blocker. Love that. I'm not gonna use that. Oh, Sentry Saber Mark II. Interesting, that's new. Okay. We should have your stuff.
Ah, the Charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business?
Okay.
All of the above?
I got your magical pills. These things are dangerous,
Says
you know.
someone who's never had any fun.
22,000 XP.
Exactly.
Love it.
See, I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible, got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Kind of love her.
That was fast. I gotta see about stocking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer.
All right.
That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Let's see. Already wait on the ship. We need Nyoka's help.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
All right, level up.
I don't know what the game's like on Terra 2, but out here, the daintier weapons ain't gonna cut it. Manosaurs require stopping power.
Yeah, but what's left after you're done with them?
All right. Got some skill points. Get these up a little bit. Companions gain plus 20% armor rating. Love that for them. How about 3 more dialogue? Get that up to 50. Okay, and then Nyoka's probably got some perks. So if she comes with a light machine gun and a tremor cleaver. Level 17. Could always give her a different melee weapon, but it's fine probably. Alright, plus 10 lie when she's in the party. Sure. Here are the base health increase. Plus 20% damage to creatures, love that. Okay. Lovely.
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it. Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself.
Sebastian Adams.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacks. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
She likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, like, she's interested in you romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand.
Sir, you are not getting
this. If I
this.
give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Persuade the don't take her over for expensive time. I promise you won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it.
Ding ding.
Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Give Celia the good news. Okay, there was also some talk about some people hanging out in the alley behind the bar. Yeah. Elijah.
Who the fuck are you?
Hi.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Thanks, Berta. Love that for us. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Yeah. I found your toss ball stick. This is all going to catch up with
How? That was supposed to go out with the next batch of salt tuna. What are you suggesting, pal?
You bully people long enough, you know what's good for you. Clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Alright. Clearing up side quests like we were born to it. Get out of here, fuckers. Alright, so.
If I never smell another Wrapped, it'll be too soon.
Celia, you got a date.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
Like, yeah, a chance. Have fun and don't overthink it.
Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm wearing and how I'm fixing my hair. Or maybe I should go with a casual look? Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi
just don't overthink
back
it.
To work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Okay. Big cartridge and some XP. Hi.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them.
Eventually. Yeah, of course you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated.
Now we're
Please
agreeable.
Consider this payment for your services. Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Okay. How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
You initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
Terra 1 too? I bet see the board put their best people on that one.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking of you.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Using the board's own tools against them. Clever.
That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
Yet here you are.
Yes. Some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
Lovely. That's a lot, even for them.
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws.
Well, yeah.
I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Mm-hmm. Why exactly do you want back on the
Why
board?
wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
Mm-hmm. Can't fault you for your practicality.
Indeed. We've got to consider realities, not ideals. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52.
Mm-hmm.
My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
What's the hazard clause?
Straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous. For the greater good. Allegedly.
Allegedly. And they've invoked it on Monarch?
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
Alright.
What can I do for you?
Nope, that's it. Okay. Let's see here. Journal. Braxton's apartment. Amber Heights. Okay. So let's see. These we can do. Caleb Herrings hangs out at the Yacht Club. See, up here. President. Caleb Herrick.
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yeah, totally. Yep, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here.
I gained a glacier
let me buy
water.
you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome.
Love that
Why
for me.
don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
What are we
Me
celebrating?
and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you're unemployed.
As long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the
It
job?
ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Cute. You seriously know how to pressure
If I
Velma?
knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's
Ah.
rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Sweet. Okay.
So, guess who Celia brought home the other night? Finally, now she can.
What is this one? To go to his apartment and send.
Thought of buying that junk from her.
This is not Braxton.
The noise.
Not below, because that's the apartment where the dead guy was. Yeah.
You again! You've...
Looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture,
Yeah, that's a lie.
muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know?
So you do know Braxton. Where is he now?
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
That's all I needed.
I'll be straight with you. Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able
To a house south of Stellar Bay.
to come back. Don't get
Got it. So then Harris Handiwork. Wait, hang on. Got it. Sometimes it puts 2 pins on your map for a quest, and I'm like, what? Yeah, but we gotta go in the salt tuna factory, I guess. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Wait. Up there, huh? Can I just go from here? That's the stash. 55. Plus 10 lie. That's his stash, which I don't want to steal his stash if I can help it.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for that.
I'd give you...
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my
I
move?
want to see if we can figure
I'm
out
surprised
proof
you
that
could see
she's
straight
skimming.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition? Anyway, what do you folks need?
Anything, it should be like up in her office, right? There we go. So, do we talk to her on this, or do we talk to Caleb? Talk to Caleb.
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
What am I supposed to do with that information? Do I have to do all of the above?
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure thing. I never meant to call for anyone's head
Silver
on
tongue.
Mike. Velma's not my favorite person, but she ain't been cruel to us.
Sure.
Devil it all. Now you got me feeling sorry for her. Fine. I guess we'll go back to work to save Velma's job. We'll find a better time to negotiate our wages. Tell Velma not to worry. We'll look out for her.
Alright. Sure, there was a way to... Maybe if I got the stash and had the information, I could, like, leverage them. But... rather just...
I'd give you a friendly...
Talk about Caleb.
You knocked any sense into him yet?
No.
Sweetest words I've heard all day.
There we go.
Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Honest work deserves honest pay. Something else on your mind?
Nice. Level up. Alright, let's see here. Let's get that up to 50. We have 4 more points to get. There we go. And then perks. We now have tier 3 perks. Science weapon damage, which I still have here. Ranged movement, sway, move. Next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed to critical hit. Nice. Wow, even more carrying capacity. Plus 10 damage per subsequent hit. Nice. Melee damage returned as health. 5 companions to 25. Oh, that seems good actually. We'll do that. By using Inhaler, any down companions are revived with a small amount of health. I like that. Okay. Alright, let's take a quick pause right here. We'll come back and we'll finally start exploring outside the city gates for a bit. Be back in just a minute.